שיר המעלות ממעמקים קראתיך אדוני, אדוני שמעה וקולי תהיינה אוזניך.
I would like to wish you, to all of you, happiness, health, today is the day of the Shloshim of my mother. May her soul rest in peace. Hashem bless you with her merit. I pray to Hashem to protect you, to give you all what you need. We heard a lot of stories lately about all the good things that my mother, the Tzaddiket, did in her life. I have the zechut, the merit to be by her side when she passed away. I cannot explain to you the beauty, the aureole, the light that was in her face in that moment. I have to tell you that in that moment, I feel something incredible. I feel in the room there were Hashem and the angel of death that he came to take the soul of my mother. But at that moment, Hashem appeared as well, so that my mother should not suffer. That's what the Zohar explained. When a good person passes away, there is the angel of death and Hashem that they came together to take the neshama, the soul. And the angel of death, he appeared, and at that moment Hashem appeared as well. So there is a smile from the person who passed away when he see Hashem. And of course, at that moment I was there. Of course I did not see no Hashem nor the other one. But I know that what happened. What she left. She took nothing. I remember how much she was happy, smiling, when I used to give her the money. Every time I come to see her, I give her money. I used to give her monthly something. And my brothers as well used to give her a lot of money. My children as well. What she did with all that money? Tzedakah. She has no real estate, no houses, nothing. She received a lot of presents from people. What she did with them? Give them back to people. Give money to people who need it. Girls that want to get married. I would like to tell you a beautiful story about my mother. Today it's her Shloshim, 30 days today. So it's an event. Because today her soul go up a little bit. There is in the year, the 7 days, the Yartziat of 7 days, there is the month and there is the year. Now it's the end of the month. Now, next step is now all the year till next year. But one thing I want to tell you. One day she needed money. And she was very angry against my father. My father passed away. My mother, she was faithful to her husband. She was a real Eshet Hayil for 35 years since his death. She did not get married. Sometimes she used to joke a little bit with her. Mama, why don't get married again? There was a big picture in the house of my father. She said, how can you tell me to get married again? What about my husband? He's still here. How many times you ask her, Mama, leave the house. It's an old house. It's not safe. There is mouse. It's old. It's not for you. It's not safe to be here. And she said, but in this house, your father studied Torah. Your father passed away in this house. 60 years ago, he lived in this house. How can I live in this house? I can't. Excuse me, 40 years about. For 50 years. For 50 years you live in this house. How can I leave this house? This house is full of holiness, full of Kedusha, full of Torah, full of all the good things that it happened in this house. I cannot leave this house. She was attached to the holiness, to the Kedusha. Always she was smiling. One day, she needed the money to pay the electricity. Can you imagine my mother, the queen? She had everything for others, but nothing for herself. Terrible. One day, she was very hungry. She didn't have money to pay the electricity, the water, food. And she went to the grave of my father. And she told him, hey, you are resting with tzaddikim up there. Of course, up there. You are happy. What about me? I did not marry somebody else. I need the money. The next day, that was her emunah, faith in Hashem. It's like, I mean, for her husband was alive. Because you know that the tzaddikim, we compare the tzaddikim as alive people. Tzaddikim, they never die. So she went to, after that she went to the grave of my father. She came home. The next day somebody came. He asked her, Rabbanit, I had a dream with your husband, the tzaddik, last night. And he told me that you need money to pay the electricity, you need money for the water, you need money for this, you need to pay some bills. Is it true? And she looked at him, she smiled. She told him, look at the table, all the bills, all what I need. That's what I asked my husband yesterday. And he take a check book and he started to pay all the bills. So my mother, she looked at the picture of my father and she told him, so next time I don't need to come to knock at the door of your grave. When you see that I need something, be good to send me what I need. That was my mother. There was another time that she needed money again. And she asked to my father. And my father, of course, he passed away. And she prayed to Hashem. And then again she asked with the zichut. She said, husband, where are you? I need money. I have bills to pay. I have tzedakah to give. And the next day, there was a man who came. And he said to my mother, Rabbanit, do you need money? She said, why you ask this? Because your husband came to me in my dream and he told me that you need X amount of money. And my mother, she said, yes. On the table, you will find there bills and what I need exactly the amount that you said. So my mother, she told him, how do you know? So he said, I had a dream with your husband. And Rabbi, I have to tell you something. That something happened. That after the wedding of one of my children, I took an envelope of money to keep it for for the couple. And I forgot it. And I found it yesterday. So when I count the money that I found, I said to myself, well, I have to bring you X amount. Because I prayed with the zichut of Rabbi Chaim Pitu, if I find the money, I will bring you X amount. But the night I had a dream with your husband, who told me, don't bring X, bring the amount that I tell you. And he told me the amount. So Baruch Hashem, there is enough for you and for me. That was my mother. Well, now she passed away. That was a month ago. Of course we miss her. She was a good mother. She sent me to the yeshiva when I was 8 years old. Then I came back home 1 year and a half. Then she sent me again for 3 years. And then she came to France for my bar mitzvah. I did not have a big bar mitzvah. I had a small bar mitzvah with a minyan, with 10 people, with some pictures. Not bar mitzvah that we see today. But the most important was that I did the bar mitzvah. The most important, it's not to do a bar mitzvah and then not to put tefillin. My bar mitzvah, I repeat, my bar mitzvah at that day, when I was 13, what was the present that my mother gave me? What was the surprise? Usually there is a surprise. In each bar mitzvah there is something. What was the surprise that she gave me on the day of my bar mitzvah? Not only I did not get no watch, no present, nothing, but the present was, tomorrow we're going to go to a new yeshiva. I did not say no. I accepted. And she took me to another yeshiva for 7 years. You know, in 10 years, I did not see much my parents. I could blame them, why they were cruel to me, why I did not see them. But one thing I tell you, I will never forget how much I have to thank them, to tell them thank you. If they did not send me to the yeshiva to be what I am today, I don't know what I'll be today. In my life I had a lot of problems. Spiritual problems, material problems. A lot of problems in my life. But thanks God, I'm still here. Hashem, He helped me. And in a bad time, Hashem helped. Thanks God. Baruch Hashem. I had good time, bad time, but everything is for the good. The good time is for the good time. The bad time, He appeared to be good. Sometimes I felt myself on a hole, spiritually, on a hole, physically, on a hole, material. And after, Hashem lifted me up and helped me. Thank you, Hashem. All this because of the emunah, the faith that my father and mother put on me. And that's what I give to my children. And that's what I give to all people around me. Yeah, my bracha. God bless you. I wish you well. Thank you. Today, it's Thursday, the day of my mother. Don't forget to light a candle for her. God bless you. And I wish you well. Well, as a matter of fact, the Shloshim of my mother, it's Wednesday night. So, I am in France now. But tomorrow, please God, I fly to Israel, Be'ez Hashem, for the Shloshim. And on Thursday, we go to Hegriv to pray. And on Thursday afternoon, we'll do the Siyum of all the Shas and my yeshiva. There'll be thousands of people there. I wish you well. God bless you. Thank you.
והוא יפדה את ישראל מכל עוונותיו.